All right, welcome to the sketchbook saga, where I bring you along as I try to learn to draw. Today is going to continue our series of following 30-minute drawing for beginners by Jordan Dewilde. Now, this is exercise 4, and it is to draw a still life. So this is kind of a traditional artist's thing that we try to go out and do. And yes, I just included myself as an artist, and you should too, because everybody who is drawing, everybody who is working on their art is an artist, regardless of your current skill level. Anyway, I digress. A still life can be any group of inanimate objects, and that's going to be important here. You always see those traditional bowls of fruit from artists, but you know what? That's just not my style. I've always been a gamer in my life, shall we say. I've been a board gamer, a card gamer, and things of that nature, and so I have some things that I'm a bit more passionate about than others. I also don't sleep a whole lot, so coffee's important to me. So for my still life today, I chose two important things to me. I chose a coffee cup, and this particular coffee cup happened to be one that I got while with my father and my son at a local science museum, and then a set of dice. That set of dice I actually got from my wife for our 10-year anniversary, so they all had some meaning to me, making them a lot more pleasant or pleasurable to stare at as I drew. Throughout this drawing, I had a lot of thoughts about it, right? This is one that we had to time, and so it recommended you sit down and you draw for about 20 minutes. Now, I spent about 30 minutes on this drawing. I have a hard time sitting to that hard timeline, and it's something I've been really working on as I go throughout this process. Initially, each time I sit down to draw for an hour, but on this, I did give myself 30 minutes. And towards the end of it, I will admit I was 100% watching the clock, kind of glancing back and forth, and really trying to get some things outlined or in there, especially with the dice. So the dice is an area I didn't think I would struggle in this drawing, but that I did. So I'm thinking, hey, simple cubes are easy. In my weekend wrap-up, I'll talk a little bit more about simple cubes, but as I was going through this particular exercise, drawing them, getting them to look right in perspective, getting them to look like what I was seeing on the page was something that I really struggled with. I know that there are vanishing line exercises and things you can do for cubes, and that may be something that I need to work on to really nail that in from a perspective standpoint. Now, overall, this does end up executing what I was looking for, and to be clear, the dice on top, the ones that have the lettering on them, they are actually larger in real life. So there are two dice that are larger than the rest of the set, and that is something that I think is important to clarify here, is they definitely come off that way in the picture. I don't want you to think I got the perspective quite that wrong. This was something that the intention here was to not worry much about the clock. I said that I did, but that it was to kind of motivate you to work quickly through something and show how sketching can accomplish a lot in a short time. I don't know that I really feel like I sketched well here. That's a skill that's also something difficult to work on, and something that I really need to drill into my own brain is what's a sketch and what qualifies as a sketch, and how to get into the mentality of sketching instead of trying to draw a finished product. Anyway, that is my discussion for the day. I did actually really enjoy doing this, and so I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me as I drew this particular piece, and in the future, you will enjoy drawing along with me as well. As always, thank you very much for watching if you have made it to this far, and have a great time.